What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have another in our How to Build series. Yes, we're back with the How to Build series. We're talking about Machinedramon, our Cyborg machine deck. Deck we're really excited for the EX9 format. So we want to get into our How to Build series and talk about some of these EX9 decks that we're really excited about and how we might go about building them, what cards we're looking at, what interesting things could be part of the deck. And, you know, as always, we're going to do a couple of these. This one's probably going to be coming out right around the same time as EX9. Thinking Thursday, which is the actual official release of EX9. So if we get our boxes on time, we might actually have a box opening at the same time as this video. But we're also going to do a couple more how to builds, and I am on vacation next week out camping, and so we'll probably do our how to builds. We'll probably push them into next week and along with our other box openings. That way we have some content to go for next week as well, because I won't be doing deck profiles until I get back from camping, so it won't be until after the first week of July. So for that, we'll probably have our how to builds. I'm thinking about doing Fable Waltz, the new puppet support, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a Omnimon / adventure deck, whether it's an Alter S deck based on the new version stuff, the DM trait stuff, or if it's more of an adventure deck. We'll have to wait and see. But we'll do some how to builds on those as well. But let's get into Machinedramon right now, because this is the deck that's super excited for. I've never really played Machinedramon. I have always had all the cards, and I love the card, and I love the style of play that this deck has. But, you know, and how cool it can be. So I'm really excited for this deck, and I can't wait to see what it can do. So let's get into it. And if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of fun, as well as all of these awesome how to build videos. Okay, so starting us off here, we have, I'm looking at Pagumon as an egg. Eggs have never really been super important in this deck because a lot of times you just throw away your level 3s and 4s. But with the new DM traits, the new version traits, something that's really cool is once per turn, by trashing this Digimon's bottom face down Digivolution card, this Digimon might Digivolve into a version 5 trait Digimon card in the trash with the Digivolution cost by 1. So the new guy here, he's a version 5, so it makes sense. Because you're going to be really maxing out on the new guy. So Pokemon can be really good in this build, especially if you actually build up your stack. Especially because you do have a lot of cards that can put cards face down. If you look into the level 3s, Gizamon has training, so you can put Gizamon in the back and do training. It also has inheritable when attacking. Once per turn, trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponents, which is super good. You have things like Gazimon, and all this stuff Digivolves, for a DM trait Digimon, so you don't need to worry about color too, so that's really good. You have the new Gazimon, which reveals top 3 and adds among them one card with the DM trait to the hand, and place one card with version 5 trait face down as this bottom's Digivolution card, so then your Pokemon is live, especially if you put a level 5 underneath and then you trash that level 5 and you add it back later with effects. Can be really, really good, really, really strong. So I'm looking at Gazimon as well, plus as inheritable retaliation, which on a Machinedramon just sounds gross. And then, so yeah, you get to use potentially 2 cards out of all this stuff. We have the new Raremon, which can again Digivolve from a DM trait thing for reduced cost, so you don't need to worry about color, not reduced cost. End your turn once per turn by placing 3 Digimon cards with the version 5 trait from your trash face down as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution cards. It may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the version 5 trait in the hand or trash, so that's pretty cool. So you can go into your level 5 at your end of your turn. Can be really good. And then on deletion, de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, which is really detrimental. So it's like they kill you, and you're just like, especially since it Digivolves at the end of your turn. Devidramon is another cool one. It has the training keyword. It has when Digivolve when attacking once per turn by placing one card in your hand face down. This is Digimon's Bond Digivolution card, draw 1. So it helps you draw stuff. On deletion, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower. Again, another cool potential one with training, which is kind of cool. Tuskmon is another card with the training keyword, and he has when digivolving, when attacking, once per turn by placing one card in your hand face down. It says Digimon's Bomb Digivolution card. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. The cool thing about him is he's got Inheritable Raid, which is a really good keyword to have for this deck. Being able to raid and do a whole bunch of other keywords is always super good. So he's kind of better, I would say, than Digimon, just because he does have the training keyword and he's just got a better inheritable. But the training keyword is nice because it allows you, during the main phase, suspending a Digimon and place your deck's top face down card as this Digimon's Bomb Digivolution card, which can activate in the breeding area. So that's actually really good. And then we have our level 5s. We're going to have a lot of level 5s. A lot of them are probably one-ofs. But you want it for the on-plays, potentially either the on-plays or the inheritables, basically. So he's here to be able to delete Tamers with play cost 3 or less, because that's super good. The new Machinedramon really only gets, he only gets on plays, so you won't get his, when digivolving effect. But a lot of these other guys have when digivolving on plays, so you can get the Mamimon on play. All of the EX9 guys that we're going to go through for level 5s can play for 5 if you trash one Cyborg or version card, depending on the number, from your hand. So you can throw out those extra level 5s, which can be really, really good to set up your graveyard later to add more stuff. And so he's got on play when digivolving by placing one Digimon card from your trash face down as this Digimon's Bomb Digivolution card. One of your opponent's Digimon from one of your opponent's Digimon trash any one Digivolution card for each of this Digimon's face down cards, and then return one of their Digimon with no Digivolution cards to the bottom of the deck. So that can be really good. He's got end of turn inheritable. One of your Digimon unsuspends. So it's basically reboot. You got the X-Antibody, which I don't think he is a cyborg, but he's a good level 5 just because he has, maybe he is a cyborg. No, he's a puppet. His inheritable is the when this Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon in battle trash top security card, because that's always good too. But he's cool because he's got Fortitude. He's got on play when digivolving. When any of your level 5 trait Digimon would digivolve into this card. Version 5 trait Digimon would digivolve into this card. For each of their face down Digivolution cards reduced. So it's got a reduced Digivolution cost, which can be really good. And it's got on play when digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then by trashing this Digimon's bottom face down Digivolution card, return one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the lowest DP to their hand. So that's kind of cool as well. Got a couple Mel Tyrannomons in here. We got the new Mel Tyrannomon here, which has on play when digivolving by placing one Digimon card from your trash face down as this Digimon's Bond Dilution card. One of your Digimon de-digivolve 1 for each of the to one of your opponent's Digimon, de-digivolve 1, one of your opponent's Digimon for each of this Digimon's face down Digivolution cards. And then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or lower. It's got Inheritable Piercing. You also have the other Mel Tyrannomon, which has, again, it will actually go off because it has an on-play ability, which is you may suspend one Digimon and then de-digivolve, and this Digimon isn't returned. Then if this Digimon is suspended, de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, and this Digimon isn't returned to the hand or deck by an opponent's effect. And isn't affected by de-digivolve effects until the end of your opponent's turn. So that's kind of cool. Protection. All turns once per turn when the Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon in battle, trash their top security card. So same kind of thing here as X-Tyrannomon. We got the new Megadramon again, just like the new Tyrannomon and Metal Mammy. It plays for 5 if you trash a Cyborg or a version 4 trait. On play, when Digivolving, by placing 1 Digimon card from your trash face down as this Digimon's Bomb Digivolution card, delete 2 of your opponent's play cost 4 lower Digimon. For each of this Digimon's face up down Digivolution cards, add 1 to the effect's play cost maximum. End of attack once per turn by unsuspending this Digimon. Delete 1 of your opponent's, or delete 1 of your Digimon with the lowest level, which can work because you can use that with protection. So you can, I'm assuming, yeah, because as long as you unsuspend it, then delete. So then if you have protection, you can protect your Digimon and then get the benefit of unsuspending. We got Metal Greymon for security attack +1 inheritable. Again, he plays for 5 if you trash a Cyborg or a version 1 card. On play, when Digivolving, by placing 1 Digimon card from your trash face down as this Digimon's Bomb Digivolution card. Delete up to 5,000 DP total worth of opponent's Digimon. And then for each of this Digimon's face down Digivolution cards, add 2,000. So you're generally always getting 7,000 or more. This is a cool one here. We decided to look at the BT7 Metal Greymon because his on play, if you have a Tamer in play, gain 2 memory. So you can make your Digivolutions, make it so you don't pass turn, because you can reduce the Digivolution cost or the play cost of your Machinedramons. And if you don't have a Tamer, you may play a red Tamer from your hand without paying the memory cost. That's not really going to come up because this deck has Tamers that you're probably going to play early on before you use his ability. And then your turn, once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain a memory. So more memory gain from the inheritable. So that's kind of cool. We also have High-Andromon. He's the last of the 5 Cyborgs that we get in EX9. So he plays again for 5 for that reduced cost of 2. If you trash a Cyborg or a version 3 trait card from your hand on play, and then on play, when Digivolving, by placing 1 Digimon card from your trash face down as this Digimon's Bomb Digivolution card, 1 of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP until their turn ends. It further gets minus 2,000 for each of the other face down Digivolution cards. So it's basically 5 if you basically go off of his effect. And then inheritable blocker, so you get the blocker keyword too. So that's really good. If we go over here, we have the Machinedramon, the new Machinedramon with assembly, which is the new ability that allows you to, like, when you play him, you can put up to 4 level 5. I think, yeah, it's like, yeah, 4 level 5 Cyborg trait Digimon from your trash under him to basically reduce his cost by half. So he goes from 12 to 6. And then on play, when Digivolving and when attacking once per turn, by placing 1 level 5 Cyborg or version trait card from your hand or trash as this Digimon's top Digivolution card, which is once per turn, but it's not face down. So you activate an on play effect on the place card as an effect of this Digimon. So you gotta be careful which ones you add versus which one you use his ability for. So you get that on play. And then alternates, when this Digimon will leave the battle area by trashing its bottom 2 face down or Cyborg trait Digivolution cards, it doesn't leave. So this is where you can trash your Digivolution, your face downs, in order to keep your level 5s that you have and potentially unveil level 5s that you had either placed face down from your hand or your trash or from the top of your deck with training. So really, really good. Really cycles that whole face down, face up thing, and just uses your trash to its maximum ability. So this is going to be the new Machinedramon. This is going to be the 4 of. We do have the old Machinedramon, which lets you on play. You may place up to 5 level 5 red and or black cards with the Cyborg trait. And I mean, if we look here, other than this guy here, which is not a Cyborg anyways, you got 1, 2, 7 level 5s with black in it, though this is the only one that doesn't have black in it. And then, and different card numbers. So it's got to be different card numbers from your hand or trash this card's digital cards and gain 1 memory. So you play him for 7. So he's a little bit better because this guy plays for 6. And then alterns, this Digimon DP can't be reduced, and when it's deleted, you may trash 2 level 5 Digimon cards to prevent it from being deleted. So a little bit of different protection. The DP reducing one is kind of nice. You don't get that, but you can still play 1 or 2 copies of this just because it is still really good. Of course, we have the Chaosdramon, which can Digivolve on a Machinedramon for 1 by placing up to 3 red and or black level 5 cards with Cyborg trait with different card numbers from your hand or trash. And this Digimon's Bomb Dissolution card, Digivolve 1 of your opponent's Digimon for each card placed. Alternates, when this Digimon would be deleted or returned to the hand or deck, you may trash 2 level 5 cards in this Digimon's Dissolution cards and prevent it from leaving. So that's kind of cool. This is what lets you place stuff after you've basically you go into him and then you trash some stuff to protect him, and then you can go to Chaosdramon and bring it back. You also have Chaosdramon X-Antibody, which can Digivolve from 2 from a Chaos or a Machinedramon, which has the start of your main phase. Place 1 Digimon card with the Cyborg or Machine trait from your trash under this Digimon as its Bomb Dissolution card. Alterns, this Digimon gains all the effects of Machinedramon and Chaosdramon in this card's Digimon Dissolution cards. So that's always sweet. And then, gains all the effects. So, I mean, you don't always have to wait to go into this guy. The Chaosdramon's kind of an interesting one just because you want to be careful with that. And then alterns, once per turn when this Digimon would be deleted, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. That's an amazing ability. Still a really good card. So you're probably going to play like a couple copies of each, maybe 3 of that, maybe 2 of that, because it is such a good card, and the fact that it gets all the effects of the Machinedramon and Chaosdramon in Dissolution cards. Yeah. So that's always really good because you got the when attacking here, and you got the alterns here as well. So got a lot of cool abilities. We have Attack of the Heavy Mobile Digimon. This is a really great option for the deck. 0 cost. Lets you trash a Cyborg or a Machine trait from your hand to have all of your level 6 Digimon with Machine gain Rush. And then, so basically when you play the Machinedramon, you can still get Rush. And then on play, if this Digimon has, basically it gains Rush and Blitz. Sorry, my bad here. Yeah, I hate when they do that. Yeah. So it gains Rush and Blitz. And then for the turn, and then on security effect, you may trash 1 card with Cyborg or Machine trait to delete your opponent's Digimon who has a play cost less than or equal to the trash card played. So that's kind of good. You also have Supreme Connection, which reveals the top 5 cards of your deck. Among them, add 1 card with the Machine or Cyborg trait to the hand and trash 1 such card. Return the rest to the top of the deck. And then place this card in the battle area. Then delay by trashing the card. Activate the effect below during your main phase. You can play 1 level 5 or higher Digimon with the Machine Cyborg trait from your hand with the play cost reduced by 3. So this in tandem with Machinedramon's Machine Assembly can make him a play cost 3. And then with that metal, and if you use that ability of that Greymon from BT7, that Metal Greymon, you can further reduce it to basically play Machinedramon for 1. Takes a little setup, but it can be really good. And then on security, this card's good because it reveals the top 5 cards of your deck. Among them, add 1 Machine or Cyborg trait to hand and trash 1 such card. So it starts setting up your trash and your hand, and return the rest to the top of the deck. And then place this card in the battle area. So it's good in security. We also have the new card that is Meet. It's the DM option. While you have a Digimon, DM trait Digimon or Tamer on the field, you can ignore the card's color requirements. Draw 1. I mean, the DM Pokemon is a DM, so you just have to flip your egg and you can play this, even if you can't play a level 3. So you draw 1, then place this card in the battle area. main, by trashing this card, you can use its effect to place one card from your hand face down as your DM trait Digimon's Bomb Digivolution card. It may Digivolve into a DM trait Digimon card in the hand with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. So it's basically training, kind of like training. And then in security effect, draw 1 and place it in the battle area. So basically the same thing. You're getting a draw no matter what. So it is kind of like training, other than you don't get to choose between 2 cards. And then you just get to reduce that Digivolution cost by 2 for any of your DM trait by placing 1 card from your hand face down. So, yeah. And then we have the Analog Man, which is you start your main phase by trashing a level 5 card with Cyborg in your hand, gain 1 memory and draw 1 card, so it sets up your trash. Opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks a player by suspending this tamer, switch the attack target to one of your level 6 Digimon with the machine trait. So he gave you redirects in the old build. Still really good, especially because he sets up your trash, so you're probably going to have to play a couple copies of this card. We have the new Analog Man, which is a memory setter. And then when any of your play cost 7 or higher Cyborg or machine trait or DM trait Digimon are played, by suspending this tamer, draw 1 and gain 1 memory. Then you may place 1 card from your hand face down as any of those Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. So sets stuff up and gains you memory and draws you cards. We have the new Analog Youth. Start your main phase, you may place 1 card from your hand face down as any of your DM trait Digimon's bomb Digivolution cards. Your turn, when a face down cards are placed as any of your Digimon's Digivolution cards, by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. Then if you have 7 or fewer cards, draw 1. So it's limited to having 7 or fewer cards, so it's good earlier on. And he has only a 3 cost. And then opponent's turn, all of your Digimon with face down Digivolution cards gain reboot, which is actually pretty nuts. So new Analog Youth, it does have synergy with the deck because it does place cards face down. It does help you draw and gain memory, and you do have a lot of DM and version cards in the deck, so it will go off a lot of the time. In fact, if you think about it, the only things that are not version cards are things like Machinedramon, the 1 Metal Tyrannomon, and the 1 Metal Greymon. So that's 3 cards. And of course, any of the old top end stuff. But once you get to your top end, you don't really care because you got like an invincible Digimon on the field anyways. So a lot of cool abilities. Now I've probably forgotten some cards because I did not pick through the old low end of Machinedramon because that really felt like it wasn't that good to begin with. You always used it in the deck, but it wasn't anything really special to write home about because you never Digivolved up a lot of the time into your level 5. You mostly ended up using and killing your low end, whereas this deck I think has a better low end that can actually go up into your level 5. Again, you're going to play Machinedramon a lot of the time too, so you're not even going to care about your low end, but there is some potential here, especially with the new training keywords and just all the different abilities you can use with your Machinedramon, with your Chaos Dramon, and of course, like the one thing is the whole the assembly thing is only when you play, so you can't add those cards when you Digivolve. So I mean, there is that creates a little bit of a detriment there, but there's a lot of cool abilities there that you can use, and a lot of ways to gain memory, a lot of ways to draw cards, so that you have tons of cards to place under there. So there's a lot of different abilities here. So this is kind of where I'm leading with my Machinedramon deck, and of course I've probably forgotten a lot of cards too. I just wanted to get mostly the Machine Cyborg themed cards out, and as well as some of the DM stuff that is really going to make this deck, I think, better in this format. Could even make this deck competitive. It's still, the fact that Machinedramon is a control deck in a very much aggro format is not always a great thing, but this deck has a lot of power to it, and it probably has a lot of speed, honestly, with unsuspends and security attack +1s. It can probably kill a lot quicker than it ever did before, while still maintaining that aspect of control that it definitely has. So a lot of great abilities and just lots of stuff. The one thing this deck doesn't have really is a DP boost. So if you hit anything super big, but you have protection from deletion. So there's that. So you don't really care if you hit anything. It's like pseudo jamming anyways. But tell me what you guys think about this. Do you think I forgot any cards? Do you think there's any machines that I didn't really think about that would also be good in this build for level 5s? Did I miss anything? Do you think any of the old low end is better and I should have talked about that? Or do you think that the DM stuff is the way to go in the future? And what do you think about the new Machinedramon? And how excited are you guys to try this deck? As always, we'll bring you more how to builds, like I said, within the coming week. And I hope you guys enjoy as always and get excited for some sweet Machinedramon shenanigans. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. That's all for now, folks.